Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel tonight to show you guys the um, the progress that I made on my 90-day challenge, what the results have been, and I felt to tell you guys how I am starting on another 90-day challenge and I'm continuing this journey. And I have decided for the following year, Lord willing, I'm going to continue to do these quarterly challenges and assessment probably every month. I didn't do that this last time, and I can see why, and I will tell you guys why in a bit. But I can see why I should do that. But I can also see why doing it for 90 days was a good idea. And I thought I would tell you guys a little bit about that and a few other things. So, hold on. Now, I'm not going to show you all the personal details, but on my laptop in my WPS office, I have stored the first 90-day challenge that I started in October. I started October 3rd. So you can literally start it anytime. You can jump in, even if you're late to a challenge. And you can literally create your own. You can decide how long you want the challenge to be, or how much that you, you can decide how long you want the challenge to be and what you want the challenge to be and how much you want to put on yourself. And the reason why I love this idea is because I'll start at the start of the year and I will start out with so many challenges at once. And it's just overwhelming and I burn out quick. And most people do. And that's actually why I haven't even set a resolution for years. I'll be like, oh yeah, I want to do better or whatever, but I don't really set a resolution. And then when I discovered this Rachel Hollis 90-day challenge, the last 90 days, I thought that would be a good idea because it would be at a time that's hard for me. I go through a lot of depression stuff in the fall and holiday season because of loss of family members when I was a little kid. Around that time of year, it's very hard for me. And I've noticed that. So I thought this is the best time. I've gone through some hardships this year. Most people have gone through some pretty great hardships this year. And it was just a good time to, okay, I'm going to overcome the odds, and it gives you motivation going into the next year. And you can do it because you've been able to do it for a month or 3 months or whatever. And I like the idea of doing the quarterly thing. Okay, so starting out, I had 6 challenges. They said you could do the 5 to Thrive. They come up with their own challenges, or you could choose your own. And they said you can change them once a month. Okay, so starting out, number 1, I put pray a longer, meaningful prayer on the floor every morning and every night. Number 2, brush my teeth every night. Number 3, exercise every day. And I put a list of the exercises that I could alternate from what I know, what I have on hand. I also check things out at the library. And then add to my grateful list or at least read it over again. Because sometimes you have to be reminded of things that you're already grateful for. And work in my room every day. And help mom every day and record it. I'm not certain what I'm looking at. I know I wrote this out, but sometimes I don't understand my own stuff. I said it was 6, but it looks like it's listed as 5. Well, whatever. Oh, let's see. I still don't know. So, then I had my weekly to-do list. My weekly to-do list was to create something every week and post at least one video to YouTube. In that time, I actually got a job because I applied myself to that every week. And I got, for a while there, I did it every day. When I realized how much I needed to get a job, I applied myself to that every day. And I did a lot of other creative stuff, but I got a job. And I am working part-time as a caregiver. And it's been a blessing. Let's see. Okay, so what I have made progress in. Okay, now I pray every morning and every night on the floor. I brush my teeth every night. I make my grateful list every day. And I do some kind of exercise every day. Okay, so the thing is that I have gotten really super overwhelmed when I look at this list because I didn't assess it. After about a month, I got my job, and so these things weren't as easy for me. So I had to go to work, and I had to make sure I had enough sleep, and I had to work my room, and exercise, and help my mom. And the thing about it is that I quit helping my mom. She has a lot of help right now, which I'm very grateful for. And I help out a little bit, but not anything worth writing down. And then but see, I pay rent. So if I did some work on here, of course they would take that from my rent. But the reality is that my room has really bad mold and has a lot of clutter from when I loaded a lot of stuff from Oklahoma that I was storing out there. And I have been taking my time going through that stuff. And then I have, I actually got backed up on the exercise. I did do some form of exercise every day. Guys, I really did. I did at least some form of stretches for my arthritis every day. Sometimes little steps in the step machine. Sometimes some like breathing exercises, some yoga or whatever. But I began realizing lately that I've been having some bad back problems. And it's just, I've realized that my exercise routine, even though I do some form of exercise every day, that I need to do more for my well-being because of how I feel. And I have gained some weight. It's not been bad, but I've gained some weight. And this is one of the DVDs I checked out from the library, and I've been checking out all the ones from series because this lady, like, they're very simple, like stretches and stuff, like Pilates, ballet, exercises, things like that. And she's really good about giving instruction on posture, on just creating better posture, because that's something that I have really had to struggle with for a long time. And what's kind of awesome is one of the videos I was watching, she's talking about your body holding your arms not holding your body, and about how, that's good advice even in your daily life, not just when you're exercising. And I noticed when I was in the car, lately I've been sitting with my back straight when I'm in the car, and I noticed that that when I did it, it didn't hurt any more than slumping. It didn't feel any more uncomfortable. In fact, when I sat straight, I got some relief. And it stretched muscles I wasn't used to, so that hurt. But it was a good kind of hurt. And I've been doing it more often. But then she said, what was kind of awesome is I watched another of her videos after that, and I didn't even realize it was the same woman at first. And then she was saying that it's not any more uncomfortable. And I was like, wow, that's so cool, because I had just been thinking that. And so that made me pretty happy. But, and then working in my room, that has kind of gotten overlooked with the holidays and everything. And so I haven't been working on it every day, as you guys can kind of tell. So I've been getting back into that like the last week or something like that. Now that I got my holidays shopping done and all that out of the way, get my gifts and everything. But I got to the point where I wasn't working on it at all. Like, I would work on it a couple days out of the week, and it was not major cleaning, which it really needs. So this so that I was praying about what I should do for my 90-day challenge that I made, and I've compiled a list. And this time I decided to make it more like a journal. I mean, because this is basically a journal for me, I might as well. Because I am all about saving paper space, saving money. I have this blue rose and butterfly, and I just think that's really pretty. I'm all about that, blue roses and stuff. Also, another thing is, this is actually kind of time saving, to be honest, because I can type over 60 words per minute. So, yeah, so my stupid phone interrupted what I was doing. I love that it gives me a nightly Bible verse, but I don't know why it had to shut off my video in the middle of it, so that was really annoying. Okay, so my daily to-do list, and this I'll be checking in just like I did the last time. And enter my start today journal after I pray in the morning. pick and floss my teeth every night except Thursday, unless it's before church. Spread my bed every morning. Exercise every day. Clean up my room every day. And then a weekly to-do list, change my sheets. This is spread my bed, but change my sheets every week on Monday. Create or fix something and post at least one video to YouTube. I like the stationery look, it's really cool. Okay, so I did not list brushing my teeth every night or praying every night and every morning or my grateful list, because those things are now a part of my life. I honestly don't think about them, I just do them, which is wonderful. That's what we're trying to achieve. So my main focus right now for the next few months is really my room. That's the big focus. And anything else that would make better, I'm gonna go for that. Just the ways that it might improve my life. I might be able to find my things so I can work on my big projects. And this is my new Start Today journal. I haven't started yet. Lord willing, tomorrow morning. And in it, you start off with 5 things you're grateful for, and 10 dreams you made happen, and the goal you're going to achieve first. And I already went through the process at the beginning of it, where you narrow it down to what your 10 dreams are for the future and your goal right now, and pretty satisfied with that. I'm gonna look over my list and see if I've gone over everything. I will continue to update you guys on my progress and show you where I'm going on this, especially after the 3 months. I hope to be able to do that. Oh, one thing is, when it comes to the exercises, I have to modify a lot of them because of my health. Recently, I started a routine that required weights, and it was on one of the DVDs I checked out, and I decided to try it. And well, if you're not used to that, you're going to be hurting afterwards, but my mom had left some weights in here, so I decided to try that. And they're just like little 3-pound ones, but there were certain things they wanted me to do, like jumping and using the weights, and sometimes at the same time, and I had to use the modification that they had for if you can't do that. And sometimes I had to modify, like I had to do less than that person was doing. And sometimes I use the weights, but if I started feeling sick, like with my heart, I will stop. And I feel like there is no shame in that. I just figure as long as I'm doing exercise regularly and getting stronger, and I can feel the muscles in my legs. I know that, with my job, I do a lot of cleaning, and I can feel the difference, and I'm pretty happy about that. And I thought, what are the things that can get you motivated? if you guys would like to share with me what you guys do to get you motivated, that would be great. One of the things for me is listening to things. It keeps me awake and keeps me motivated. When I'm at work, every week I will look up the Adventures in Odyssey and the Keys for Kids, like Down Gilly Lane, recordings that you can listen to online. And I will also listen to Google Play, and I will listen to my SD card, which has hundreds of songs, and my Bible audio app. Well, it's an app that also has audio. And sometimes I listen to Dramatized Bible online. And what is great about these is I can lock my phone and I can listen I can listen and it takes very little battery. I can listen for extended amount of time. And like I said, I can lock my phone. I'm not like watching a Facebook or YouTube video. It's going to take more battery. And if I put it in my pocket, is going to skip things and go all over the place. Now, when I'm in my car, I hook up the aux cable and I will listen to my YouTube then. I will listen to Dramatized Bible and audiobooks and playlists and whatever else. I will also listen to radio sometimes, but this way I get through some audiobooks that otherwise I wouldn't have time for. Because I'm at home, of course I'm going to be going through my CDs or listening to audiobooks I checked out from the library. And with the spreading the bed, one thing I thought I would kind of give a tip in, because I'm always cold. It's always cold here. And I'm a cold person. is I got a couple of these cheap sets from Dollar General for $20. And they're really thin. They're cute. And I've been trading them out every week. Because I have to clean the shams and the sheets. And for warmth, I will layer the 2 quilts that I got with the 2 sets, and I'll put the one that matches the shams that week on top and the other one underneath. And then I'll put some smaller blankets under that. Now I love this. I just discovered this, and it has blue roses, which I can almost never find. I have to find usually at antique places. And then you can turn it over. It has something cute underneath. And it's got a scalloped edge. So it's like very different from the set, even though they were same place, same amount of money. I was pretty excited that I found this on Christmas Eve. And like I said, for warmth, just have like this old sneaker blanket. Had for a long time. And it glows in the dark, and like fuzzy blankets. And then, as you can see, I have this throw blanket. And I always thought, I see people showing their houses, they got like a throw blanket over the end. I was like, okay, whatever, And I probably was a joke because it doesn't really match or anything, but there's actually a purpose in this. I get very cold, and now that I've been really striving to spread my bed really nice, I don't want to mess it up. So I've been using the throw blankets, and I've got a ton of them. I have some more in storage, so my brother Benjamin bought that for me a few years ago, and it's pretty cute. It's teal camo. And I don't know if you guys hit the after Christmas sales, but they're having some pretty great sales. And I found this little Sally doll for the 25th anniversary of Nightmare Before Christmas at Walmart. She was $4 because she was half off. And then, you know me, I stocked up on some more candles. It's like a cinnamon orange, vintage Christmas, Dollar General, like buy one, get one half off or something like that. Walmart has some pretty good deals too on that. But anyways, that's all. And as I said, I'll be posting further progress, and I hope you guys all have a really blessed year. I hope that you guys can also share some of your motivation and your tips. I would love to see. I've been watching a lot of videos on people and their challenges that they did for themselves last year, the challenges they want to do this year, and it kind of excites me. And I guess that's all. And hit subscribe if you would like to see more videos, especially on my journey. And I love you all. Bye.